I cannot believe how much money the Getchell family is making. This is just mind-blowing to me. Now, if you recall, a few days ago, they made an announcement that on their Sunday Live, 100% of whatever gifts they received would be going to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. They were going to make a donation. And then they were also going to donate 15% of that week's profits or gifts or whatever, also to the charity, right? So Patrick made a video explaining all of this to us today. And you are not going to believe this. Now I've got this all wrote down because there's no way I would have remembered all this. On Sunday alone, they made roughly $130 in one day, roughly $130 in gifts. I didn't write down the exact figure. You know, he had some change tacked on there and whatever. So, $130. So all of that's going to Susan G. Komen. Now, he said he forgot to get the printout from the weekly. He forgot to screenshot the weekly earnings, but he showed us screenshots or something of every day's earnings, right? So roughly, for that whole week, without the change, for the whole week, they made $1,351. $1,351. Can you believe that? In 1 week for sitting there, just saying thanks for the gifts. Jane Doe, thanks for the cherries. John Doe, thanks for the heart poof. Are you kidding me? I gotta figure out how to do this live shit and have people sending me gifts. Like, damn, we all should be doing this. I'm telling you. So he says 15% of that is $202. So the $202, which is the 15% of what they made for the whole week, plus the $130 that they made on Sunday alone, comes out to $332. And you know, there was some change, but like I said, whatever. So then he has to make himself look even better here. And he says, and I don't like odd numbers, so I just rounded that up to $350. And then he shows the screenshot that proves they donated $350 to the Susan G. Komen Fund. And they haven't decided what their charity will be this week. He says he's got to talk to Sarah. And then he adds after that, and Teresa, of course. So he says maybe the ASPCA this week. But can you believe that, y'all? $1,351 just for going live in a week. Or I don't know, maybe that includes their views that they got, but they don't really put out no videos except Hunter's Pokemon of the day, and they had like a P.O. box haul, and then, you know, this little video he made today. $1,351 a month, even $1,000 a week, or I'm sorry, a week, I just said a month, a week. Even if he was making $1,000 a week, that's $4,000 a month. Wow, do you know how nicely? If I had $1,000 a month, I could live real nicely. $250 a week, I'd feel like I was living high on the hog. Wow, I am just in shock. Let me know your thoughts, but at least they did follow through, and there was no lies. At least they did donate what they said they would donate. It's going to be interesting to see what they make next week, because I'm going to keep track of this, because this is mind-blowing to me, that people are just handing them this through gifts, you know, just handing it to them. Plus, you know, they're getting these P.O. box hauls. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm not as likable as the Getchells. Maybe that's why I don't get all these gifts and that. And I mean, I know I don't go live, but wow. I might have to ask the Getchells for advice. Damn. Let me know your thoughts.